In a world where hope can be lost in the harshest of storms, one man's kindness gave a foal the strength to survive and find freedom, proving that love and compassion can heal even the deepest wounds. The wind howled like wolves hunting in the night. A tiny Mustang Foal stumbled through the snow, its small body shaking uncontrollably. It cried out for its mother, but the storm swallowed its voice. The icy ground bit into its hooves, and frost clung to its soft coat. Each step was harder than the last. "Where is she?" it seemed to ask silently. The foal looked around, but there was only endless white. Its strength faded fast as it collapsed under a tree. Would anyone brave the storm to save it, or would the blizzard claim its life? The foal lay frozen under the tree, its breath barely visible in the freezing air. Snow piled onto its back, weighing it down. Memories of running beside its mother felt like a distant dream. The cold seeped into its bones, stealing what little warmth remained. Birds hid from the storm, leaving the baby horse alone in the silence. Flakes clung to its eyelashes as it blinked slowly, fighting to stay awake. Deep inside, a flicker of hope still burned, but it was faint. Could it survive the night? Just as despair settled over the foal, a shadow appeared through the swirling snow. A figure trudging toward it. It was an old man, bundled in thick layers against the cold. His face was red from the wind, but his eyes were kind. He saw the foal lying under the tree and rushed to its side. "You're not alone," he whispered, wrapping a blanket around its trembling body. The foal lifted its head weakly, meeting his gaze. For the first time in hours, warmth returned, not just to its body, but to its heart. The man worked quickly, shielding the foal from the worst of the storm. He used his scarf to wipe frost from its face and spoke softly to calm it. The wind screamed around them, trying to pull the blanket away. But he held on tightly, refusing to let go. "We'll get through this," he said firmly. The foal watched him with wary eyes, unsure if it could trust him. Still, his kindness gave it strength. Together, they braved the storm, one small act of care at a time. Realizing they couldn't stay in the open, the man led the foal toward a nearby cave. The journey was slow. The baby horse could barely walk. He supported it as best he could, encouraging it to take each step. Finally, they reached the cave, where the air was calmer. He built a small fire using dry branches he'd brought. The flames crackled softly, casting golden light on the foal's frost-covered coat. "You're safe now," he murmured. The foal relaxed slightly, feeling the warmth spread through its tired body. Once inside the cave, the man checked the foal for injuries. Frostbite marked its legs, and its breathing was labored. He rubbed its limbs gently to restore circulation, careful not to cause pain. "Stay with me," he urged. The foal flinched at first, but soon grew still, trusting his touch. He shared his food, a few pieces of dried fruit, with the horse, coaxing it to eat. Slowly, color returned to its face. Though weak, the foal showed signs of recovery. Hope began to grow, for both of them. Over the next few hours, the man stayed close to the foal, speaking softly to keep it calm. He stroked its neck gently, letting it know he meant no harm. At first, the foal tensed, memories of the storm flooding back. But slowly it relaxed. The man sang lullabies as it rested, his voice soothing in the quiet cave. Over time, the foal began to trust him. Their bond grew stronger with each passing hour, proving that even wild creatures can find comfort in kindness. When the storm passed, word spread about the rescue. People came to help, bringing blankets, food, and medicine. Together, they built a makeshift shelter near the cave to care for the foal. The man worked tirelessly, cleaning wounds and ensuring the horse regained strength. The foal watched warily at first, unsure of these strangers. But when the man reassured it, it relaxed. Everyone admired the horse's resilience. "This foal has a fighter's heart," one person said. The man smiled, knowing their efforts were paying off. Healing had begun. Days passed, but recovery wasn't easy. One morning, the foal refused to eat. Its leg injury worsened, causing it to limp painfully. The man worried. "We can't lose it now," he said. He cleaned the wound carefully and applied medicine. Friends helped keep the foal hydrated, pouring water drop by drop into its mouth. The foal rested for days, sometimes seeming better, other times worse. The man never left its side, singing songs and telling stories to lift its spirits. Patience paid off. Slowly, the foal started standing again. Hope returned to both of them. The foal still had bad days. Sometimes it stumbled or seemed too weak to continue, but the man refused to give up. "You can do this," he said softly, encouraging it to take steps forward. Neighbors visited often, bringing treats and cheering it on. Everyone admired its spirit. Even when things were tough, the foal kept trying. So did the man. Together, they proved that nothing was impossible if you refused to quit. Their journey wasn't easy, but it was worth it. Every small victory brought them closer to full recovery. Before letting the foal go, the man taught it how to survive. He showed it where to find water and which grass was safe to eat. The foal learned quickly, trusting his guidance. At night, they slept under the stars together. The bond between them grew stronger. The man knew saying goodbye would be hard, but he also knew the foal deserved to live free. Freedom was its true home. Together, they prepared for the day when the horse would leave. Every moment felt special. The foal still had bad days. Sometimes it stumbled or seemed tired, but the man never gave up on it. "You can do this," he said softly. His friends helped too. They brought fresh food and checked its wounds. Neighbors visited often, cheering the foal on. Everyone admired its spirit. Even when things were tough, the foal kept trying. So did the man. Together, they proved that small acts of kindness could heal big wounds. Their journey wasn't easy, but it was worth it. After weeks of care, the foal was ready. It ran faster and farther each day. Its legs were strong, and its coat gleamed in the sunlight. The man watched proudly as it galloped across the meadow. "Look at you," he said happily. The foal stopped and looked at him. Its eyes thanked him without words. The man smiled. "Soon you will be free," he whispered. He knew the horse belonged in the wild. Preparing for goodbye was their last challenge. The day came to release the foal. The man opened the gate wide. The foal hesitated, looking back at him. "Go ahead," he said softly. The foal stepped forward, but paused again. It looked unsure. Freedom called, but so did friendship. The man smiled. "It's okay. You're ready." The foal took a deep breath and walked into the wilderness. The man watched until it disappeared. Tears filled his eyes, but he felt proud. The foal was free. The man went back to his life, but the foal stayed in his heart. He thought about their journey often. Saving the horse had changed him. He learned that kindness mattered most. Others heard the story too. Children asked questions, and adults smiled. What happened to the foal? They wondered. The man always replied, "It is running free." The foal's story inspired everyone. It reminded them to never lose hope and to help those in need. Months later, the man visited the meadow again. He hoped to see the foal. As he walked, hoofprints caught his eye. Nearby, fresh grass was eaten. The foal had been there. He smiled. He imagined it running wild, strong and happy. Back home, he shared the news with his friends. "The foal is thriving," he said. Everyone celebrated. The man felt peace knowing the horse was safe. Life went on, full of hope, for both him and the foal. The foal's rescue became a story told far and wide. People marveled at the man's courage and the horse's resilience. A miracle happened that day, some said. The man smiled, remembering their bond. He visited schools, sharing lessons of compassion and second chances. Children listened eagerly, imagining the foal running free. The man kept a single feather from the day they said goodbye. It reminded him that miracles happen when kindness meets determination. In the wilderness, the foal thrived. It galloped across meadows, drank from rivers, and grazed under starry skies. Its spirit was unbroken, and its heart was full. Sometimes it stood on a ridge, looking toward the horizon. Did it remember the man? Perhaps. But it was free now, living the life it was meant to live. And somewhere the man smiled, knowing he had given the foal a second chance. Together, they had created a story of hope, a miracle that would never be forgotten. Even in the wild, the foal faced challenges. Storms hit, and food was sometimes scarce. But it remembered what the man had taught it. It found water and ate wild grass. Its strength helped it survive. The man often thought about the horse, wondering how it was doing. He imagined it standing tall, facing every challenge with courage. The foal's journey wasn't over, but it was ready for anything. In the wild, the foal met other animals. At first, it was cautious, remembering past dangers. But slowly, it learned to trust again. Birds flew near it, and deer shared its meadow. The foal realized not all creatures were cruel. This lesson made it stronger. It roamed freely, enjoying its new life. Somewhere the man smiled, knowing the horse had healed completely. Inside and out, the foal ran through fields, its mane flowing the wind. It drank from streams and played under the sun. Its joy was clear to see. The man imagined it laughing, free from pain and fear. He felt proud of what they had done together. The foal's happiness was his reward. It proved that love and kindness could heal even the deepest wounds. The man's story spread beyond his town. People everywhere heard about the foal and the brave man who saved it. Schools invited him to speak. Even small acts can make a big difference, he told them. Children drew pictures of the foal running free. Adults promised to help animals in need. The man's message inspired many. His story reminded everyone that kindness matters. Though the foal was gone, the bond between it and the man remained. He often dreamed of the horse running wild and free. In his dreams, it neighed softly, thanking him. The man woke up smiling, knowing their connection would never fade. What they shared was magical, a bond built on trust, love, and healing. The man grew older, but he never forgot the foal. He told its story to his own children one day. Never give up on someone who needs help, he said. His kids listened eagerly, imagining the brave horse and the man who saved it. The foal's story lived on, inspiring new generations. Hope, like kindness, never dies. Years passed, but the foal's story remained alive. People talked about the man and the horse he saved. It became a symbol of hope and compassion. The man, now grown old, smiled whenever he thought about it. He knew the foal was still out there, running free. Together, they had shown the world that love and kindness could heal even the deepest wounds. Their story was a legacy, a reminder that no act of kindness is ever too small. Thank people for watching. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Let's spread kindness and hope, one story at a time. Remember, no act of love is ever too small. See you in the next video.